All right, y'all. How you doing today? Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Um, I'm gonna show you how I tie my jigs. Right now I have a 1/2 ounce swim jig in there. This is a medium thickness hook made by Mustad. Not exactly sure the exact number, but it ends in 724. I like the thinner hook because I think it sticks to fish better. I know some people like the big meaty hook so that you can just set the hook and not have to worry about it. But I do not throw this on braid, otherwise you will straighten that hook. As you can see, it will bend. But it is a pretty strong hook if you throw it on fluorocarbon or mono. I don't know if anybody throws mono anymore, but you could. Alright, so what we do is we picked out 2 skirt tabs, white. Just plain straight white. I got these from fishingskirts.com. They have everything that you could want for skirt colors if they have it, in stock. A lot of stuff is out of stock, but if you wait long enough, they'll get it back in, and it's pretty good company at a decent price for the tabs. So you take the 2 tabs, put them together, fold them over, and take your scissors and cut them in half. So each one of those skirt tabs is 22 strands, so now you've got 88 strands for your skirt. So then what I do is I take my thread. I got 210 denier, it's called ultra thread, and you just peel a little off there, grab the very end of the tag line, and you wrap it around the jig about 6, 7, maybe 8 times. Take your scissors, cut that little tag end off, and then you take your skirt tabs and you just kind of offset them a little as you stack them on top of each other. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but I kind of spread them out. You want to make sure that they're all straight at the top. Just lay it over the top there. Kind of peel it back with your fingers, and then you slowly want to just get them so they're getting under the thread. Make sure it completely covers the whole jig, and then you want to wrap it around there about 20 times or so. That looks pretty good. So then you pull a little extra out, take your 2 fingers, you push the thread down, and then you wrap it around. Then you go over the hook, back onto your thread, then you twist it again, go back over the hook, and then take that finger and hold it down, and then pull it tight. You want to cinch it up, then you do it again. Twist it, over the hook, twist again, back over the hook, and then pull it tight. Cinch it up tight. Take your scissors and snip it off fairly close. Then you can pop it out of the vise. And what I like to do is sometimes those skirt tabs, they'll be stuck together, and I just take my pick and just pull them apart so that there's nothing stuck together, and you got a nice skirt there. So there you go. And then what I also like to do when I'm done is, after it's tied, take your super glue and then you just put a little dab on there where you tied your knot. You could go all the way around if you want, but I find that if you just do where the knot is, that's plenty. You just don't want your knot to come undone. So then you sit and you let that dry, then you can put your weed guard in. So I tied one earlier. Super glue's already dry. This one has some eyes on it. The skirt must have got in the eye, so I messed it up. But you take your weed guard, and what I do is, these are 1/8 inch, I believe, diameter, and I cut mine in half. I split them in half. and then you would take 2-part epoxy, which I'm not sure exactly who makes this, but there's a million different kinds you can get. But 2-part epoxy, you mix it up, you dip your weed guard in it, and then you would just pop it in, and then you'd have your weed guard in there. And you just always would want to make sure it was straight, but once that dried, then you can go fishing. So it might not be perfect, and it might not be the way that the pros do it, but that's what I do, and I catch plenty of fish. You guys see me throw them things all the time. So that's it. Hopefully you learned something and you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing, hit the like, leave me a comment. If you have different ways of tying your jigs, let me know what it is. And till next time, I'll catch you later.